So where we stopped in the last session? Where we stopped in the last session? We completed like selectors, right? Okay. The next one is like we completed like box model also, right? We completed like box model also. Yes, sir. So the next level topic is like positions, flux and positions. If you know these two topics, most of the things, okay, in CSS, whatever you want, you can do it. Flux and positions, okay. So let's go with the positions. Okay, listen carefully, very, very important. Okay, okay. The first question is like, why we go for positions? General question. Why we go? The next one is like types of positions. Types of positions. Types of positions. The next one is like how to apply. How to apply. How to use. So why we go for positions? The name itself. I have one element is there. That the element position I want to change one place to another place. Simple. I have one element. That element left side or right side or top or bottom or whatever it may be. Because the element currently placed somewhere. That the element position I want to change it. Okay, left to right to left to bottom, top like that. If you want to change the position of the element, we have a separate concept is there in CSS that is the fixed positions. So, how many types of positions are there in CSS? Anyone knows? There has multiple types are there. One is like a static position. Another one is like the absolute position. The next one is like relative. The next one is like okay fixed position. The next one is like sticky. Sticky. Okay, overall in CSS, how many positions? If anybody asks the question, your answer should be like total how many positions are there? It has 5 positions are there. One is like static position, another one is like absolute position, the next one is like a relative position, the next one is like fixed and sticky. Okay, let's go with one by one. Let me open our workspace folder. Let me open our workspace folder. I will open recent. That is our workspace folder. This is the one. Yet one more folder positions. The first one is like a static, right? Static. I have one element is there, div Sachin. I have one more element also there, div Dhoni. Okay, div Sachin and div Dhoni. Now let me run this one. Let me run this one. So we can run it. Open with Lysol. I'm going to do some operations here. What you observe, just let me know. Okay. Inspect it. This is my div. No? To this particular div, I apply this CSS property. Did you observe any change in my DOM? Did you observe any change? Yes, right. I have a color red. For my Dhoni, I apply just a color green. Are you able to see some change or not? Yes, right. Okay, we have a change. We have a change. Another property I'm going to apply. font size 30 pixel. Because of this particular property, there has some okay, behavior change or not. Yes or no? If I remove this one, yes, there is no change. If I remove this one, there is no change. Okay, because of color red property, okay, there has some change happened in the behavior. There has a behavior change. Because of font size also, there has a behavior change in my search and div or not. I'm going to apply one more property, position stat. Did you observe any change? Did you observe any change? Because of this one, color red applied. If I remove this one, there is no color. Because of this one, font size applied. If I remove this one, there is no font size. There is no font size. Because of this one, for the position static applied, if I add or if I remove, did you find any change here? Did you find any change? Come on. Did you find any change? Hmm? Did you find any change? No, right? No, right? Okay. If I remove this one also, nothing happened. If I add also, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Now you can tell me one simple point about this one. Okay, very simple. Usually, why we go for HTML? If anybody asks, most of the times we are going to tell to prepare some static templates or not. Static is nothing but my content. You not perform any operation. Okay, just it's a kind of static templates like this. See, if I come here, my div was, okay, it's like a static only, right? I'm not performing any operations. Most of the times by using HTML, we can prepare some static templates or not. If you want to perform some actions, JavaScript is required, that is secondary. Okay, usually only HTML used for what? To prepare some static content or not. So that in HTML, there has multiple elements over there. Each and every element has one default position. What is that position? You know, that is like a static only. By default, each and every element has one of the position. That position is like what? Static. That position is like a static. By default applied. If you apply also, it's already applied. If you apply also, there is no change at all. There is no change at all. So that in HTML, how many elements are there? Each and every element has by default applied with one of the position called as a default position. So if you come here, can I write one point about this one? My static position is like what? It's a default position or not? Yes or no? Default position or not? Yes or no? It's like a default position or not. Agreed? It's a default position or not. Well, okay. If you apply static position, is there any behavioral change? Did you find? Okay, did you observe any change? Did you observe any change? If you apply static position, there is no behavioral change or not. There is no change at all. If you apply static position, there has no change at all. There is no behavioral change. Okay, these 2 points only you can tell about the static. If anybody asks about the static position, it's a default position for each and every element in HTML. If you apply or if you not apply also, there is no change. There is no behavioral change or not. There has no behavioral change. No change. Okay, no change. That is about static. That's it. 2 points only. It's a default position. If you apply also, there is no change in the behavior. Understood, everyone? So the next one is like what? Come on, what is the next one? The next one is like absolute position, important. Okay, let's go. Now it's a default position, right? Okay, one more point I want to add it. To my section, what is my default position? Tell me. Position static. If you apply or not apply, also there is no issues. I'm going to add one of the property called as a top 50, top 50 pixel. See this? If I apply the CSS property, did you find any change? Did you find any behavioral change? Come on. No, right? Next one is like I'm going to apply bottom 50 pixel. Did you find any behavioral change? Okay. The next one is like top to bottom left 50 pixel. The next one is like right 50 pixel. Left 50 pixel and the right 50 pixel. Got my point? The next one is like, okay, color red. Observe here, what is the difference? Okay, by seeing this one, you can find some difference, right? Color red highlighted, but these four are in the mute or not? Yes or no? These four are in the mute, and there has a info circle also there. If I put the cursor on the info circle, can you read that one? Come on, read it. Position static property prevents top from having an effect. Try set position to something other than static or not. It means what? By default, my div has a position like a static. My static position prevents to apply the top property or not. Okay, next, the position static prevents, okay, apply the bottom, left, right, like this or not. So one more point also we can add. There is no behavioral change here only, right? Okay, why means we cannot apply top, right, left, bottom or not. It's a default position. By default, it's a static. Whenever it is like a static, we cannot apply top, right, left, bottom or not. Whenever you apply one CSS property to element, if that element, that CSS property is in the mute like this, put the cursor on the I circle, then the time you can see the reason. Position static property prevents top from having an effect like this or not. Got the point? These are the 2 points for which position? These are the 2 points for which position? Static position or not. Okay. So what are those? One is like it's a default position. We cannot apply top, right, left, bottom CSS properties. We cannot apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, done. Shall we go to the next one? What is the next one? Next position is what? Let me refresh. What is the next position? Absolute, no? Okay, let's go. The absolute position. So here, this is my section. I'm going to apply position absolute. Okay. See what you observe, just let me know. What you observe, just let me know. Again, I have two elements over there. Div Sachin, div Dhoni. For my div, I'm going to apply position absolute. Position absolute. What you observe? I applied like position absolute. What you observe? Come on. Again, I remove. There has two elements over there. One is like div Sachin, another one is like Dhoni. Okay. Now, if I apply position absolute to my div Sachin, what you observe? Okay, very simple. This is my div, no? Div is by default which kind of element? It's a block level element. It's a block level element or not. See this? It is take the full width or not. Starting here, ending here. By default, my div is like a block level element. Okay, na? So this is also div only. Okay, this is also block level element or not. See, it is like what? Full width occupied or not. Div is like by default block level element. So this particular section I applied position absolute. For this particular section, I applied position absolute. Then that time what happened? If you not apply, my Sachin occupies this space and my Dhoni occupies this space. Next, whenever you added like position absolute to my Sachin, my Dhoni occupies my Sachin space or not. So my Dhoni is not visible to you, but in the background it is there. Now see, in the background it is there. Okay, to my table Sachin. Okay, I want to apply here the styles. How we can get the first element selector? What is the selector for first element? First Sachin, I mean selector for first div. Div first child. My background color is like red. Next div nth child of 2. My background color is like green. My background color is like green. Now refresh the page. Yes. To my section, I am applying position absolute. To my section, I am applying position absolute. To my section, I am applying position absolute. Tell me what happened. If I not apply, my Sachin occupies this space and my Dhoni occupies this space. But whenever I apply like position absolute, my Dhoni occupies Sachin space or not. When I occupy some space, whenever that space, okay, is like empty. Okay, no one is like occupied. Okay, no one is like occupied that one. Then the time I can or not. So here also, whenever the position is absolute, my Sachin is not occupied any space or not. That is like an empty. Whenever it is like empty, the next person is what? Dhoni. Dhoni occupies that particular space or not. Yes or no? Whenever my position is like an absolute, that particular element is not occupy any space in the DOM. DOM is nothing but in the browser you can say for now. It is not occupies any space or not. Okay, done. By default, my div is block level or inline. By default, my div is block level or inline. Come on. By default, my div is a block level or inline.
Block level.
Right? Block level, right? Now see how much width and how much height. Width is how much? 1 to 6, 4. Whenever I apply position absolute, if you come here, my Sachin width is how much? 1 to 6, 4 or 43? 1 to 6, 4 or 43? It's like,
43.
right? That means whenever my position absolute applied, if it is like a block level element, it is turned to be like an inline or not. Inline only. But block level is turned to be like what? Inline or not. So 2 points you have to add it. One is like it is not occupy any space in the browser. The another one is like the behavior of an element. If it is a block level, it's turned to be like inline or not. Yes or no? The next point is what can I apply? See top 100. See, there has some change. Okay, the position changed or not. See, when I apply bottom 100, yes. When I apply left 100, yes. When I apply right 100, yes. Whenever my position is like an absolute, we can apply top, right, left, bottom properties or not. Yes or no. So, can I write those points? First point is like, okay, can apply top, right, left, bottom. The next one is like not occupy, not occupy any space, not occupy any space or not. It is not occupy any space. It is not occupy any space. The next one is like what? Block level 2 inline. Okay, the behavior it's take only content width or not, not parent width. It is take only content width or not. Understood? My block level element is not to be like what? Inline element or not. These are the 3 points. The important point, the fourth point is there. We'll see that one. Okay, can apply top, right, left, bottom. It is not occupy any space. Okay, it is take only content width. These 3 points I want to check for remaining. I want to check for remaining. Whenever my position is like a relative, can I apply top, right, left, bottom? Can you check it? Okay, those 3 points first completed. Okay, done. Whenever my position is like a relative. Now see this. My element not remove or not remove the space from the DOM. It occupies the space or not. It's not occupy the space absolute. It occupies some space or not whenever it is like relative. I can apply top, yes. See this, change it or not. I can apply right, change it or not. I can apply bottom, change it or not. I can apply, okay, left, change it or not. See, I can apply left, change it or not. Yes. So we can apply top, right, left, bottom or not. So those 3 points, what we can write? Those 3 points you can write it. First one, can apply top, right, left, bottom. Next, not occupy, occupy. Occupy the space or not? Occupy some space based on your requirement. Okay, behavior changed or not changed? Here only content width is taken, but here behavior changed or not? Is behavior changed or not changed? Come on, is my behavior changed or not changed? Not changed, right? Still it is take 1264 only or not? Block level only, block level only, inline only. There is no change in the behavior or not. Understood? Okay, width wise there is no change, but here it is only take content width. But here it is like there is no change in the width. It is like block level only, inline only. Okay, here also fourth point is pending. That is an important point. So whenever it is like relative, can apply top, right, left, bottom. Whenever it is like relative, okay, it is not remove the space from the DOM. Okay, it is still occupy the space from the DOM. The next one is like the behavior also block level only, inline. Block level only, inline only or not. Understood everyone? These 3 points. What about the fixed one? Okay, fixed position, can you check it? Okay, let's go. To my Sachin, I'm going to apply position fixed. Position fixed. What do you observe? What do you observe? Is it occupy some space or not occupy some space? It is not occupied. That's the reason what happened. My Dhoni occupies Sachin or not. It is not occupy the space. The next one is what? It is not occupy the space. Next, the red color, if you observe, it is only content width taken or not. It is not take the whole width. It's take only content width. The next one is top 100. See, left 100, right 100. Okay, bottom, okay, 100. See this. There has some change. Okay, top, right, left, bottom. Can we apply or not apply? Yes, we can apply. So The first one is like what? Can apply top, right, to left to bottom. The next one is like not occupy any space in the browser. The next one is like, okay, take only content width or not. Only content width by default. Okay, block level turn to be inline and inline is inline only. Block level is turned to be inline. Here also there has one more point is there, fourth point. Just wait for some time. The next one is like what? Sticky position. The next one is like what? Sticky position. Okay. Shall we apply the position sticky? Position sticky. Sticky position. See, whenever I applied position sticky, see, it is not, okay, it is not remove the space. That means it's occupy some space in the browser. Because of my Sachin occupy some space, so my Dhoni is not able to occupy the space. That means somebody is there. We are not able to occupy. The next one is like block level element to block level only, inline is inline. Block level element is like block level only, inline is like inline. Okay, block level, inline, inline. There is no change. The next one is like, can we apply top? Okay, can we apply right? Okay, can I apply top 0? See, something we're able to apply or not. Right, the next one is like left. Now see, it is not in the mute. The next one is like bottom, like this. We can apply top, right, left, bottom or not. Yes, we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Can I apply top, right, left, bottom? Okay, it is occupy some space. Okay, occupy some space. Okay, no behavioral change. Block level only, inline only. Block level only, inline only. See, observe, this is like starting to ending. It's like a block level only, inline only. Understood everyone? Up here, okay? So for good. Now the important point is what? The fourth point, right? That is an important one. That is an important one. Okay, up to here, okay, everyone. Okay, simple. Total, how many positions are there in CSS? There has 5 positions are there: static, absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky. What about static? Okay, my static is like a default position for every element. Whenever it is like a static, we cannot apply top, right, left, bottom. We cannot apply top, right, left, bottom. There is no behavioral change. Absolute, whenever absolute, we can apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, it is not occupy any space. It is not occupy any space. Okay, only it's take what? Content width or not. Only it's take like a content width. Already these 3 points practically we observed or not. If it is like a relative, can apply top, right, left, bottom. Okay, the next one is like it occupies some space. It is not behavioral. It is not any change in the width. Block level only, inline only. Whenever it is like a fixed, can apply top, right, left, bottom. It is not occupy any space. Take only the content width. Take only the content width. Now absolute and fixed is like similar, 3 points. Fourth point is different. Relative and sticky is like similar or not, but fourth point is like different. Up here, okay, everyone? To here, okay? Okay, shall we move to the next point? For all 4 positions, shall we go with the fourth point? Let's go. What is this fourth point? See this. My question is, whenever my position is like an absolute, Whenever my position is like an absolute, it is not occupy any space. Okay, that's okay. And it is only content with it's taken. That is also okay. Now the point, the fourth point is like what you know. Whenever you apply top, okay, 50 pixel. Now see my Sachin moved to here or not. Now my question is related to that one only. It is moved like whenever I apply top 50, it is moved from here to here, right? My question is how it is calculated. Okay, it is moving here means there has some calculation happened, right? 50 means exactly here only it is placed. If it is like 100, then the time there has some other place. That means, okay, it is like somewhat somewhere it is like calculated, right? Okay, 50 from here I have to start 0, 1, 2, 3, 50 up to 50. Okay, next 100. Okay, some point is required. From there it is going to calculate 100 pixel, 50 pixel, 20 pixel or not. So if it is like an absolute position, what is that reference point from where you want me to calculate top, right, left, and bottom? That is the question. Whenever my position is like an absolute, okay, what is the reference point? From which point you want me to calculate top, right, left, bottom? That point is what? If that point you know, then that based on your requirement, okay, you can adjust the values or not. So whenever the position is like an absolute position, what is the reference point to apply top, right, left, bottom? That is the question. The next question is what? Whenever the position is like a relative, what is the reference point to move, okay, top, right, left, bottom? The next one is like same question for fixed and sticky also. Same question for fixed and sticky also. Whenever my position is like sticky, okay, from which point you want me to calculate top, right, left, bottom? Whenever it is like, okay, the next one is like what? Fixed. Which point, from which point you want me to move like top, right, left, bottom? Move like top, right, left, bottom. So the reference point want to explain for absolute, relative, sticky, and fixed position. Okay, let me explain first. Okay, very, very important. Just listen carefully. See, this is your browser, for example. In your browser, what is my high level element? The high level element is like what? That means parent element. Come on, which one is like a parent element? HTML, right? This is my HTML element. HTML element. In the HTML, director, two elements are there. What are those? There are two elements over there. What are those? Come on,
Head
head,
and body.
head and body or not. So inside this one, I have a head. The next one is like what? Body. This is my head tag. This is my body. By default, my head has which CSS property applied with?
Display none.
Property display none. So it is not visible. The next one is what? It is not visible. The next one is what? Okay, if it is not visible, just delete this one. Not visible. The next one is what? Come on, body, right? So this is my body. My body is applied with how many CSS properties? By default, my body is applied with how many CSS properties? Do you know that? By default, my body applied with how many CSS properties? By default, my body applied with how many CSS properties? One, two. One is like a display block. Another one is like margin 8 pixel. Okay, margin is nothing but what? The element which is expanded outside the border or not. So this is my body border. Okay, 8 pixel top it is expanded. Okay, right it is expanded, and left to bottom also it is expanded. Okay, so this is my body tag. and this one is my body tag. This is my body tag. Inside the body, how many elements are there at this moment? There has two elements, right? Okay, one is like what? Div. Div is which kind of element by default? By default, my div is which kind of element? Block level. Block level means it's take whose width? Parent width. Who is the parent of my div? Who is the parent of my div? Body, right?
Body.
Body, right? So that it's take like a body width as its own width or not. Okay, na? Done. So now my question is, to my first div, if I apply position absolute, the next one is like top, okay, position absolute, and the next property is like top 100 pixel, okay, from where it is going to calculate, these 100 pixel, from where it is going, from which reference point it is going to calculate like 100. That is the question. Okay, very simple. First, position absolute. Whenever the position is like an absolute, now this block level element turn to be like what? This block level element turn to be like what? Whenever my position is like an absolute, this block level element turn to be like what?
Inline.
Inline, right? Only content width or not? It is a inline now, the first point. Okay, if any other elements are there next, those are like occupied this one. That's okay, fine. Okay, the next one. Now, top is how much? 100 pixel, right? So, from one reference point is required. From there, I can calculate like 100 or not. The reference point is what? That is my question. Up to here already discussed. What is the reference point? If it is like an absolute position, means the absolute position element always take the parent as a reference. Okay, the parent as a reference. Who is the parent of my div? Who is the parent of my div? Come on, who is the parent of my div? Body, right?
Okay.
Okay, it's take the parent as a reference, body, right? So if you observe the body has how many sides? Come on, each and every element has how many sides? Every element has how many sides?
For sides.
Come on, four sides, right? Every element has four sides or not? What are those? Okay, it is like a top side. Okay, come on, every element, this is common. This one is like what? Your right side. And this one is like what? Come on, for every element, four sides you have. One is like top, right, next, left, bottom. This is my left side or not? Every element has how many sides? Every element has four sides. Four sides. So here, whenever the element position is like an absolute, it's take like a parent as a reference, I said. Okay, who is the parent here? Body is the parent. So whenever it is like body is like a parent, okay, my body top is this one or not? Top line. On the line, what is my default value? Top value is how much? On line. On line, my top value is what? 0 or not. So that now whenever my position is like absolute and top is like 100, my element which is having the position absolute, it takes the parent as a reference. Who is the parent here? My body is the parent. So here, which element is the top 100? The property is like top 100. So that, okay, it is go to my body top. Body top is this one. Body top. This is my 0 value. From here, it is going to calculate like what? 0, 1, 2, 3, like this. Up to 100, it is going to calculate or not. Once it is calculated like 100, now this particular element move to that particular space, move to that particular place or not. Now see if it is like 100, now it is comes to here or not. Understood? But this statement, slight change is required. So whenever my position is like an absolute, it's take which one as like a reference? Take parent as a reference or not. Okay, but this is like wrong. We have to do some change here. It's take like a parent as a reference. Okay, you have to add some extra point. It's take like a parent as a reference. The next one is like here, one more property also there, left 100 pixel. One more property is like what? Left 100 pixel. One more property is there, left is like what? 100 pixel or not. Okay, now tell me, who is the parent of my div again? It's take parent as a reference, right? Who is the parent of my div?
Body.
Body. So body left is this one or not? Online, what is my left value? Online, what is my left value? 0. So how much you have to calculate? 0 to 100. Okay, up to here it is like 100. This is my point. This is my point. So my top left, okay, top 100 to left 100. This is the point. From here my top is like 100. From here my left is like 100. So finally my div is going to place where? Finally my div is going to place here or not? Finally my div is going to place here or not? Agreed? Finally my div is going to place here or not? Understood? All are agreed? One.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is always take parent as a reference, but there is a slight change is required. We'll see now. Now what I'm going to do is here, okay, what change I made? What change I made? Tell me what change I made? Inside the div I place like a para. That's it. Inside the div just I place like a para. More than that nothing. Okay. So for my first div I added like I added like border 1 pixel solid, and I'm going to add it like a height, okay, 300 or 200 pixel. Okay, na? Height 200 pixel I added. 200 not required, 100. Okay. Okay, let me remove this background color for now. That background color I want to give it to my para. Okay, na? That background color I'm going to give it to my para. Para, only one para is there. Background color is like a red. Background color is like red. Now see, observe here. Okay, na? This is my div. Inside the div there has a para is there. Okay, up to here. Okay, and this is my Dhoni. Perfect. Okay, who is the parent of my Sachin? Who is the parent of my Sachin?
Div.
Div. Perfect. Div, right? Okay. Now I'm going to apply position absolute to my para. Whenever I apply the position absolute to my para, okay, now see, this is turned to be like what? Content width only or not? It's take only content width or not? It's take only content width or not? Margin still there. It's take only content width. Done. Now if I write like bottom 0, this Sachin place where? If I write like bottom 0, where it is going to place my Sachin? I already added one point. Whenever my position is like an absolute, it's take the parent as a reference. Who is the parent of my Sachin? As you said, div. So my div top is this one. Okay, my div, come on, left, my div bottom, and my div right or not? Yes or no? To my body also I'm going to give some border. Border 1 pixel solid red. Solid red. Tell me, if I apply position absolute bottom 0, where my Sachin is going to place? Two chances. One is like here, another one is like here. Where it is going to place? Either this or this. where it is going to place. Another one is like HTML also there. That is also you can place. Okay, my border 1 pixel solid. See, solid blue. Okay, tell me. If I apply the position absolute and bottom 0, okay, it's take parent as a reference. Who is the parent here? Who is the parent here? Come on, to my
Div.
Sachin, who is the parent? Div. To my div, okay, top, left, bottom, and right. Bottom 0 means on the line or not. Usually we are going to think as per that statement, my Sachin supposed to be here or not. Yes or no? But what happened, my bottom 0, my Sachin, where it is now? My Sachin here, my Sachin here. Okay, there is a padding is there. That's the reason. See this, a margin is there. Let me remove that margin. Why that margin is required for me? Just remove that margin so that you can get some more clarity. Now see, my Sachin placed where? Is it take like a div as a reference? Is it take like a body as a reference? Is it take like a HTML as a reference? It's take which one as a reference? Now,
HTML.
HTML as a reference. But my statement is what? It's take parent as a reference. Okay, who is the parent here as per my statement? Who is my parent?
Div.
Div, right? But is it take like a div as a parent?
Div element.
No, right? No, right? It's not take like a div as a reference. Okay, that means there are some slight changes required or not. What is that change? Whenever my position is like an absolute, it's take the parent as a reference. Yes, correct only. Up to here, correct only. But when if my parent has other than static position, okay, what is that? If my parent has, okay, take parent as a reference. When if my parent has other than static position, other than static position, then only it's take what? Then only it's take what? Parent as a reference or not. Now see, this is my parent whose position is like an absolute. It's take the parent as a reference. Who is the parent? Who is the parent? It take the parent as a reference. Who is the parent? Come on. Who is the parent? Div. It takes the parent as reference. When it takes the parent as reference. When it takes the parent as a reference, if the parent has other than static. Now see, this parent not having any position means what is the default position? Not having any position means what is the default position? Static, right? Now
Static.
what I said, if the parent has other than static, but it is static position. So if it is not having other than static position, it's not take this one as a reference. Next, go to the next parent. Who is the next parent? Who is the next parent? Come on. Body.
Body.
Is my body is having other than static? Come on. Is my body having any other than static position? No position means static. Oh, default is what? Static only. So my body also static. If it is not other than static, next go to which one? Come on, next go to which one? Last parent. Who is the last parent? HTML only, right? HTML is not having, but from there it is not move anywhere. So finally it's take which one as a reference? HTML as a reference or not? For example, if I write to my body other than static position, position relative, see this, it's take which one as a reference? It's take which one as a reference? Come on. HTML or body now?
Body.
Body as a reference. For example, for this particular div other than static, position relative, it's take which one as a reference? Your div as a reference or not? Now see, whenever the element has the position absolute, okay, it's take the parent as a reference. Who is the parent? Div. But when if my parent has other than static, yes, my parent has other than static or not? My parent has relative. So that yes, it's take my parent as a reference. It's take my parent as a reference. Yes or no? Update okay? If not there, okay, if it is not there, then the time. If it is not there, then the time. Next parent. Who is the next parent?
Body.
Body. This body has other than static or not? This body
Yes, sir.
has other than static or not? Yes. If my body has other than static, it's take that one as a reference or not. If this is also not there, who is the next parent? Who is the
HTML.
next parent? HTML, right? Who is the next parent? HTML. Okay, HTML, is it having other than static position? No. But is there any other parent element is there to move, to go forward? No, right? So finally let's take HTML as a reference or not. So finally absolute position is what? We can apply top, right, left, bottom. It is not occupy any space from the browser. It is take only the content width. It is take the parent as reference when if the parent has other than static or not. If the parent is not having other than static, go to the next parent. Okay, go to the next parent. And finally, till HTML, it's going to check or not. In between, any parent has other than static, it's take that parent as a reference. If it is not, finally, it's take which one as a reference? HTML as a reference or not. Okay, now, everyone, about absolute. Yes, no. Okay, okay then. See remaining things in the next session. Thank you guys. Thanks for joining.